Unfortunately, he was my co-host Ed, and
The only thing that makes this interesting.
we were talking about the '78 selection for February being the Stone Creek 74 Cab Special Selection. Now, when I bought those wines in the '80s, there was no special selection. There was only one.
Yeah, they stopped. The special selection used to be a big deal back then, you know.
So, so then we started discussing the '70s and stuff, there's a book. We're going to write a book. My dad's being interviewed. It'll be interviewed. Don Schiff will be interviewed. Guys that called him my dad when the business started, they're still around. Some of these stories need to be told, and I was talking about how my dad was sitting on the balcony in like '75, sitting in Hawaii, went on vacation, and he had all his mail order books and templates and stuff, and he was trying to figure out how this thing might work. And it was that back then the wines were $5.
Right. Yeah, $10 for both of them
Right.
a month. And I'm the first person that told him I didn't think it would work. What's so
That's
funny? Well, you knew that story, didn't you?
This is the Malt Pellier 2016. I forgot what's in this.
Syrah.
Duché Duché.
Syrah and Grenache. It's a family-owned company. They've been around for
Syrah Grenache.
4 or 5 generations since the 1800s. And this guy named Pellier, that's his name. He's one of the guys at the forefront of turning the Languedoc around from being also Rans to being a serious wine area in France. And wines like this prove it. I mean, it's just amazing.
I love the balance of that.
Beautiful wine. It really is gorgeous.
This is our friend Claire Baroy. She's a wonderful French woman. She's actually in France right now. She's going to French wine school because she thinks she wants to buy a vineyard out in the south. But then she came.
You mean like Kentucky?
Yeah, no, but she came last time. We were speaking to each other in French a little bit, and then she's like, she didn't realize how hard it is. I go, yeah, well, it may not be any different in France than when you start a winery that you're probably not going to make any money.
Probably. And yet I just read where a vineyard in Napa sold for $136,000 an acre.
What?
$136,000 an acre, and I did the math. If you sold your wine for $1,000 a case, it would take you 10 years to get your investment back. And that's if you didn't have any costs involved.
I think
It's insane. It's insane. Anyway,
this is $20 on the shelf, $19.99, $12.99 for more.
it's a killer bottle.
It's yeah. I mean, this is beyond the pale when it comes to stuff like this.
I'm
on
at
the
a
shelf.
96. I think it's just gorgeous, you know. But everything that she has brought us from this area has been really stunning.
95 for me, only because that's what it says on the sheet that we already rated.
And you can't change the sheet, God forbid.
There's a lot of sheet.
Too much for